All right, the laundry room, bathroom cabinets, even your purse. That is a chance for a child to eat or be exposed to something they shouldn't, and it is scattered throughout most of our homes.
And it can happen so fast. Every year, millions of calls come into the poison control centers around the country, many involving young children. Liza Lucas talked to one doctor caring for these kids and shares best ways to keep kids safe.
Nearly 40,000 calls for help came into the Georgia Poison Center last year concerning kids and teens. The calls often involved cleaning products, medications, cosmetics, and in the majority of cases, young children.
Kids really can get into anything and everything.
But doctors at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta also want to warn families of a growing trend they're seeing in the emergency room. Young children who accidentally get a hold of marijuana edibles.
It's getting to the point where we can reliably count on seeing one of these patients in our emergency department on a weekly basis.
The products can look like candy, but they contain marijuana or a THC derivative. Dr. Manisha Agarwal says the effects in a child can be unpredictable.
It's still a little bit unclear how long we really need to watch these patients, and they can come in quite altered and sometimes even require ICU level care.
To protect children from accidental poisonings, doctors say to store edibles separately from other foods and always store medications and chemicals up and out of sight. Talk to guests or anyone you visit about safe storage. And doctors say most importantly, make sure anyone who cares for your child saves the poison control number in their phone, just in case.
So much of it is brightly colored and appealing to kids.
I know, and they're so fast. We know those little hands are definitely quicker than the eye. What should you do though, like if you don't actually see it happen?
That's right. You know, we're not always right on top of it, but hopefully around the corner. But some of the signs that might tip a parent off include confusion, difficulty walking, change in pupil size, obviously vomiting, drooling, strange odors on your child could also be a clue, and color changes on the skin. And then also where you find them could also kind of give you some information, like the garage or near open cabinets. That would be a big clue right there. Now, we're putting all of this info for you online, but ahead at 6:45, we're also going to talk more about the concerning increase in self-harm calls for young kids and what parents need to know in those cases.